Hey guys, this is Kenesha from VeryThoughtfulLife.com. Thanks for checking out my first thought for Thursday. I understand that our thoughts lead to our decisions, and our decisions create our destiny. This is why it's so important we train our mind to create the healthy, intentional thoughts that we need. Most of us are accustomed to allowing our mind to wander around from thought to thought, not realizing that our thoughts are creating our mood, attitude, and emotions. In order to have your best life, you must learn to take control of your thoughts. You must begin to master your mind instead of allowing your mind to master you. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 things you can begin to do to start taking control of your thinking. Number 1, begin to really think about what you're thinking about. A really good time to do this is the first thing in the morning. Typically, for many of us, when we wake up in the morning, our mind is already off to the races, has already decided what we need to think about. Remember, you are in control of your mind. Don't allow your mind to control you. But what you need to do, first and foremost, if you've never done this before, is pay attention. So tomorrow morning, when you get up and you're laying in your bed and you haven't fully awakened, listen to what you're thinking. Listen to your mind. Hear how it's talking. Feel the energy of it. Get very intentional and know, like, wow, I didn't even know that I was thinking like this. Because your thoughts is creating your mood. This is how people wake up first thing in the morning and say, oh, I'm in a bad mood. Nothing has happened. Many people haven't even got out of bed and they've already decided they're in a bad mood. That is because of their thinking. So the very first thing you have to do to start controlling your thoughts and creating the life you want is to pay attention to them. Step number 2, the moment you realize that your thoughts are not loving, positive, or kind, take the time and stop them. So one of the cool things that I do to stop my thoughts, and especially my negative self-talk, is I say delete. Delete, delete, delete. I don't need that thought. Another method is to say stop. So some people will literally pretend like there's a button, a stop button on the side of their head. And so as the negative self-talk starts, and because you're now starting to pay attention to your thinking, you can tap the top of your head and say, stop. Just stop that thinking. So get accustomed to really reaching up and tapping your side of the head and stopping it. Because you're in control. It's your mind, it's your life, it's your thoughts. Stop. Third, and the last thing you have to do, the thing about thoughts is they never just stop. You can slow them down, but you must replace them. So the very last thing you have to do to start this process of controlling your mind is you have to then renew your thinking. You have to take that old thought and replace it with the new thought. So here's an example. Let's say tomorrow morning you wake up and maybe you went to bed exhausted, but you've had a hectic day or week. And so when you wake up in the morning, you think, you just start with your to-do list. I have to do this at work. I got to have a doctor's appointment. I got to get the kids out the door. And your mind is just rambling on. Stop. Or some of us wake up first thing in the morning and it's like, it's Monday. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I just feel like I never get enough sleep. Like our mind automatically starts in that very negative place of all the bad things that can possibly happen for your day. So what you're going to do when you hear that kind of thinking, or even if you just feel it in your body, you're going to reach up and you're going to say, stop. Then what I want you to do is find you a life-affirming message that you can say to yourself to replace what you're used to hearing. So instead of oh my God, my life, sucks. I got too much to do. Life is just hard. It's Monday. You're going to stop and you're going to say, I'm thankful. Gratitude is one of the best ways to bring positive energy into your life and to create loving, kind thoughts for yourself. So start your morning with thank yous. So whatever you're worried about, instead of worrying about it, be thankful. I'm thankful that I'm alive to have that to consider. And then another way you can affirm is say, I'm also thankful that God or the universe or my higher source has a plan already prepared to take care of this thing that I'm worried about. So I'm going to have a great day. So remember, the 3 things you must do to start creating the life you want, it has to start with your thinking. Step number 1, what are you going to do? You're going to pay attention to your thoughts. Step number 2, you're going to start stopping those negative thoughts and that negative self-talk as soon as you possibly can. And then step number 3, you're going to start replacing those negative thoughts with good, love, affirming, kind words and being intentional about what you're thinking so that you're now starting to create the life you want. I really hope these tips help you. I hope you continue to join me every Thursday for Thoughtful Thursdays. Again, this is Kenesha Berry at berrythoughtfullife.com.